Got the whole crew here. I ain't seen some of them
gestation
forever.
sac. That right there is a fetal pole with the yolk sac. The yolk sac is supposed to be there.
Better stop and take it in.
A little bit bigger.
Everything's just right. Yeah, except for
Can you
one
see the heart
thing.
beating right there?
Mm-hmm.
You should be here, standing with your arm around me here.
So things look good.
Cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it.
Congratulations.
You know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that
get
you
your
didn't have to miss this. You should be here. You'd be taking way too many pictures on your phone. Showing them off to
When we found out we were going to have a little boy, it was July 13th, 2015. We were so excited and could not wait to have a little boy. We had the perfect name picked, which was Camden, and I could not wait to start shopping for him and buying him everything.
showing them off to everybody that you know back home, and even some you don't. Yeah, they say now you're in a better place, and I would be too if I could see your face. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments, it's got your name written all over it. And you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. Oh, you should be here, you'd be loving this, you'd be freaking out, you'd be smiling. Yeah, I know you'd be all about what's going on right here, right now. God, I wish somehow you could be
On September 2nd, 2015, we went in for the basic 20-week anatomy scan. And we were so excited to see our little Camden again, and so just hopeful, and I had no fears that anything was going to be wrong with him. I was nervous the whole beginning of my pregnancy, thinking that something was wrong with my baby and I was not going to bring him home, and I don't know, I had all these negative thoughts in my head. And we left thinking that nothing was wrong. We were so excited. He was measuring 2 weeks ahead of his due date. He was a very big boy. He was already weighing 1 pound at 20 weeks, which is, they should only be weighing like 10 to 13 ounces. So he was ahead of schedule, and it was just so fun to see him for an hour on ultrasound. Who doesn't love being able to see that? The next day we got a call saying that something was seen on the ultrasound and we would have to be seen by the high-risk specialist to do a level 2 ultrasound. So I made that appointment right away when I could, and we luckily got an appointment within the next week, and we had to wait 4 days over Labor Day weekend to go to the appointment. So on September 6, 2015, we had our appointment. We met with the genetic counselor to go over our family history, see if there's any genetic disorders within our families, and there's not. And then she had told us what they had possibly seen on the ultrasound, and the report said a possible congenital diaphragmatic hernia. And we had no idea what this was or what it meant for our baby, so we waited patiently for the doctor to see if he did have the hernia, the CDH or not. I'm sorry. And the doctor starts the ultrasound, she starts scanning me, and then she confirmed that he did in fact have CDH. She let us know that there's a 50% chance survival rate depending on the severity of the case. And if you don't know what a congenital diaphragmatic hernia is, which most people don't, it's when the diaphragm does not form or close all the way when it is when the baby is developing. So between 8 and 10 weeks is when the diaphragm forms, and between that period of time it just means the diaphragm did not close. which leaves the stuff that is in the supposed to be in the abdomen cavity getting pushed up into the chest cavity, so that the lungs don't develop normally. In Camden's case, he had a very severe case of left-sided CDH, which means he had a hole on the left side of large hole on the left side of his abdomen, or sorry, his diaphragm, and his intestines, spleen, stomach, and majority of his liver, which I think it was 2/3 of his liver, was pushed up on his left side. His heart was shifted over to the right, and his stomach was up next to his heart, and that's how they diagnosed the CDH, and that's how they saw it. So he had almost no left lung and very little of a right lung, which means you obviously can't breathe if you don't have your lungs and they're not formed all the way. His heart was the only thing that was actually functioning normal. I mean, everything else was too. His kidneys were functioning normal, everything like that, but everything was just in the wrong spot. Besides his lungs, they were just almost not there. And when we heard this, there's really no words to describe your feelings when somebody tells you something is wrong with your baby. To me, it was almost unbelievable. I was thinking in my head that, wow, how it was like I knew all along that something was wrong with him. I didn't want to know, I didn't want to think that, but for some reason it was always in the back of my mind that I would not be taking my baby home from the hospital. Or I mean, I don't know why I thought that, but obviously there was a meaning for it, and this is what it was. We remained hopeful as we waited for the results of the amniocentesis test, which is a test that they stick a needle in your belly to pull out amniotic fluid to test for any genetic disorders that the baby has, because their skin sheds in the inside and they can get his skin cells from the fluid. So CDH can be an isolated case, which means it's only CDH and nothing else along with it, or it can be a more complex case, I guess it would be, where it is caused by a genetic disorder or something like that. So we waited very patiently and very hopeful for those results, because we thought we only need to deal with this. Like, hopefully there's nothing else that we have to deal with on top of this. And when I told people that he had CDH, I got a lot of responses that everything would be okay and that's not that serious, but people really don't know that CDH is very serious. It's a life-threatening birth defect, and babies pass away every day from it, and it's just very, very hard and sad to see, especially now that I've gone through it and everything like that. But even before, if I hadn't gone through this and if I had not got the chance to be a mother, I would still be devastated by it. And the bad thing is there's no cure for it. Nobody really knows why it happens. It just does. I mean, they're getting advances here and there, they think, but there's no for sure cure for it to help it. But I've had the pleasure of meeting many moms that have unfortunately lost their babies to CDH as well. And I'm so thankful for all of them, and I've gotten through a lot of days because of them. And you'll see a couple later in the video, and I just hope one day that there is a cure for this and there is some way they can fix this without babies passing away, because every time I see somebody else having to join our group, it just breaks my heart, because these babies never get a chance, just like Camden did. So the following week after our first high-risk ultrasound, we were leaving on a trip to Seattle for my dad's 60th birthday and Mike's 25th birthday, and we were informed we would be getting a call or a couple of calls with the results from the amniocentesis while we were there. So we were very anxiously waiting for those calls, and we got the first call the day that we got there stating that the preliminary results came back normal, so that tested for Down syndrome and the trisomies. So he didn't have anything of that, which I got blood tested for earlier in my pregnancy anyways. And then we were informed that we would be getting another call with the results from the microarray test, which is a more detailed test that they actually look at every single chromosome, or they pick so many chromosomes and they test them individually to see what if there's anything going on with them. On September 18th, which was the day before my dad's birthday, our hearts were broken. That day was the day that we found out that he had not only CDH, but he had something called Pallister-Killian syndrome, which is an extra short arm on the 12th chromosome, and only some of his chromosomes have it, which means it's a mosaic syndrome. With this, she said it most likely was not a genetic problem or something that came from me or Mike, but it was just something that, it was like a fluke that happened, just something we got really, really lucky, I guess, or very unlucky. And it just, I can't even explain what went through my head when she said those words. I answered the phone so hopeful that she was going to have great news for us, saying everything was normal, but that was not the case. It just felt like time stood still when we got the call, and like I said before, I cannot even explain. I think my body just went numb when I heard it. I got on my computer and I looked it up, and I just broke down. I was trying to be strong and not think the worst, but when you see something like that and it just kept getting worse, not like first we got the news that it was CDH, and then it just kept getting worse from there. So it's just kind of hard to stay positive after that, after you hear something like that. And CDH is a characteristic of PKS. So 40% of the 200 reported cases of PKS, 40% of the babies had CDH. And it also comes along with severe mental retardation, facial features that are common with other syndromes like Down syndrome, things like that. So wide nasal bridges, low ears, just more common syndrome features, I guess. And sparse hairlines, and then low muscle tone. So a lot of PKS babies don't end up walking ever, and they live in a wheelchair their whole life. So not only were we dealing with the life-threatening birth defect, we were dealing with something else that would leave Camden to not be able to live a normal life. PKS is so rare that nobody really had information for us, so there was really no help we were able to seek, which was sad just because we really had no other choice to make than the choice that we did make, which was comfort care for him. We were offered termination, and they suggested that, which is horrible, something we never thought of. Why, like, that is a beating heart, that's a human, that's a baby we created, so we weren't going to terminate him. That would just be horrible, and that's why we decided on comfort care. And if you don't know what comfort care is, it is when there's no medical intervention. So with CDH babies, they're taken right away, they're intubated, hooked up to monitors, machines, tubes, everything like that to get them breathing or to help them breathe. But for Camden, we opted out of all that. We decided we wanted him to not suffer and to pass away on his own. So that's why we decided to let him go naturally, or as natural as it could be.
Tiny little hands and tiny little feet, I'm walking up and down these golden streets. Oh, it's more beautiful than the clouds above. Mama told me come here if I was good. Well, I guess I did the things that Mama said I should. 'Cause look at me, I'm more alive than I ever was. Oh, I never thought you'd outlive me, but you should see the view, it's so pretty. I can see you better now from in the sky. I never meant to be the first to go, but I wanted you to be the first to know I love you. So please don't cry. I know you'd smile if you could see me fly. I met a man who says he's known you for so long, and I told him that you're lonely now that I've been gone. And I asked that man if you'd ever be okay again. He said he'd wipe the tears off from your face, and he said he'd let you know I'm in a better place. Turns out you're right, he's my very best friend. Oh, I never thought you'd outlive me.
We were very blessed to be gifted with a free maternity photo shoot, which I'm so very thankful for. So thank you, Sabrina, so much for our photos. They are gorgeous and something I will treasure forever. And I guess you never realized how pregnant you are until you look back at your photos. But I will put some in here so you guys can see for yourself how gorgeous these photos are.
And I asked that man if you'd ever be okay again. He said he'd wipe the tears off from your face, and he said he'd let you know I'm in a better place. Turns out you're right.
December 11th came very quickly. It was the day we had anticipated to meet our son. We were so ready to meet him. Even knowing the outcome, we were just very excited to see his face and see what he looked like, who he looked like, how big he was going to be, just, you know, all the stuff that parents always look forward to when they're going to meet their baby. And I was scheduled to go in at 9 a.m. and I was dilated to 1 centimeter when I got there, and that was more than they had expected. They were not expecting me to be dilated at all, considering I was only 34 weeks and 3 days pregnant, I think is what it was. They gave me Cytotec, and they inserted a Foley bulb, which is a mechanical dilator to pretty much jumpstart your dilation and kind of help the process go as fast as it can, which worked for me. I went from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeters in 3 hours, I believe, which was very quick. It was non-stop contractions the whole time. It was very painful. I ended up getting an epidural after that 3rd hour just because it could not handle the constant contractions with no break. And that was the effect that the Foley bulb did, unfortunately. And we were all shocked that it went so quickly. So we kind of expected the rest of my labor to go quickly. We just assumed that I was going to dilate fast, and that's just how it was going to be. So we were anticipating him to either be there late Friday night, the 11th, or early Saturday morning, which was the 12th. But it did not work like that. So after I was 4 centimeters dilated, I dilated 1 more centimeter, and I stayed at 5 centimeters dilated for 24 hours. So by the 12th the 12th at 4 a.m. I was still dilated to 5, so they decided to break my water to see if that would help speed the process up, but that didn't help either. So I was still dilated to 5, and finally about 5 o'clock the night of the 12th, I started dilating a little bit quicker, I guess. I was 6 centimeters dilated then, and they decided to turn off the Pitocin to see if that could help my body relax for a minute, and then they started an hour later, and that was the magic trick that needed to happen because after they did that, I dilated very quickly, or fairly quickly. I just dilated normally, actually, I should say. I was 7 centimeters dilated about 6 o'clock, and then by about 10 o'clock I was 10 centimeters dilated, and I started pushing. I pushed for 2 hours, and Camden was born at 11:45 p.m. on December 12th, 2015. That's a day that I'll never forget. My baby's birthday will always be celebrated. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do for his first birthday. So he was born at 11:45, and he lived for 37 minutes and passed away on December 13th, 2015 at 12:22 a.m. When he was born, they pulled him out. Mike got to cut the cord. They laid him on my chest, and the world stopped right then and there. I cried when he first came out before I saw him and got to hold him, and then once they put him on my chest, it was like I had a huge sense of relief. There was something that went on my body that literally just stopped everything, and it's something I can't even describe. I've tried to explain it to people, but I can't even describe it. My body instantly just stopped crying. I couldn't cry, and I just laid there and held him, and it was just the most beautiful thing. Like, for those of you that are mothers and that have had babies, you know how wonderful it is to hold your baby for the first time, but I feel like this was something more extreme than that. Me knowing that he was alive, he came out alive and was not stillborn, which was a huge sigh of relief, and also seeing that he wasn't suffering like I was expecting him to be was just incredible. It was just everything that I wanted. 37 minutes was not enough time with him, which nobody would ever even expect their babies to go ever anyways, but it was a beautiful 37 minutes, and he attempted to cry, which was very cute, and it warmed my heart so much. But other than that, he just looked so peaceful, and it was all I could ever ask for. I couldn't ask for it to go any better than it did. After he passed away, Mike held him, and my family and his family got to hold him and spend time with him, and it was just beautiful seeing everybody hold him and love him, and seeing how much of an impact he made on everybody, even people that I've never even met in person. How much of an impact his life has made on them is just so inspiring and so incredible that, like, my baby did that. So I cannot thank everybody enough for showing the love that they did for him, because in his short life he knew nothing but love, and that came from everybody. That wasn't just something that I did, it came from everybody, and it's just such a beautiful thing to know his life was so treasured and cherished.
You know I'm in a better place. Turns out you're right. He's my very best friend. Oh, I never thought you'd outlive me, but you should see the view. It's so pretty. I can see you better now from in the sky. you could see me fly. Mama, there's so much to do. It would take a lifetime to see. So I guess I'll see you soon, till you can come up here with me. Oh, I never thought you'd outlive me, but you should see the view, it's so pretty. I can.
It's so hard knowing and seeing that something that can look so perfect on the outside can have so much wrong on the inside. And I think that was the hardest part of this whole thing after having him and seeing him, was seeing how perfect he was. And I'm not just saying that because I'm his mom. He didn't look like he had anything wrong with him, even though there was so much wrong with him.
You should see the view, it's so pretty. I can see you better now from in the sky. I never meant to be the first to go, but I wanted you to be the first to know I love you. So please don't cry. You'd smile if you could see me fly. Mama, there's so much to do. It would take a lifetime to see. So I guess I'll see you soon, till you can come up here with me. Oh, I never thought you'd outlive me, but you should see the view, it's so pretty. I can see you better now from in the sky. I never meant to be the first to go, but I wanted you to be the first to know so please don't cry. I know you'd smile if you could see me fly. See me fly. Oh, see me fly.
Sunny days seem to hurt the most. I wear the pain like a heavy coat. I feel you everywhere I go. I see your smile, I see your face. I hear you laughing in the rain. I still can't believe you're gone. It ain't fair, you died too young, like a story that hadn't just begun. But death tore the pages all away. God knows how I miss you, all the hell that I've been through. Just knowing no one could take your place. Sometimes I wonder who you'd be today. Would you see the world? Would you chase your dreams? Settle down with a family? I wonder what would you name your babies? Some days the sky's so blue, I feel like I can talk to you. And I know it might sound crazy. It ain't fair you died too young, like a story that had just begun. But death tore the pages all away. God knows how I miss you, all the hell that I've been through, just knowing no one could take your place. Sometimes I wonder who you'd be today. Today, today, today. Today, today. Sunny days seem to hurt the most. I wear the pain like a heavy coat. The only thing that gives me hope is I know I'll see you again someday. Someday, someday.
When I think back on these times and the dreams we left behind, I'll be glad 'cause I was blessed to get to have you in my life. When I look back on these days, I'll look and see your face. You were right there for me. In my dreams I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am there you'll be. And everywhere I am there you'll be. Will you show me how it feels to feel the sky within my reach? And I always will remember all the strength you gave to me. Your love made me make it through. Oh, I owe so much.
So the rest of the video is going to be special messages from people for Camden. So be prepared, bring your tissues, and I hope you guys enjoy. And thank you all so much for your support and your love for Camden.
Hi Camden, I just want to say I love you and I wish I could have been there to meet you. I would have given it everything in the world to have been there. You were supposed to be my God baby, but now you're my angel baby. And I love you, I miss you, and I hope we meet soon. Love you.
Hi, baby Camden, it's Auntie. I just wanted to tell you how much I love you and how much I miss you and how happy I am that I got to meet you and have you in my life for 37 minutes. Aaron and Mike, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your special, special moment and letting me hold and kiss that sweet, sweet boy. Camden will always miss you and will always love you.
Hold on. Go.
This is a picture, and it has me, Camden, and Auntie Erin in it. Stickers, and we really miss him and love him. Bye.
Hi, my beautiful boy Camden. Nana loves you so much. I can't wait to see you in heaven when I get there. I know you're watching over all of us. We were so excited to have you for those 37 minutes. It was the most special time in our lives. Nana and the whole family miss you so terribly. You are a sweet protector, perfect in every way. Nana loves you, and I'll see you sometime, and I can't wait for that day. I love you, baby boy, and you're my special boy, and you always will be in my heart and in my soul. I love you, Camden, and I miss you so much.
Hi Camden, it's Auntie Tony. I just wanted to say I love you, and I'm so blessed to have been there for you when you were born. And you know, I saw Mommy and that was weird. But I love your mommy and your dad, and I'm so happy they got married, and I'm so happy they had you. You were a beautiful little boy and an awesome little angel, and your grandma told me that you could go to heaven and be with my grandma. So hopefully you guys are up there together, and she's talking to you and loving on you, and you get to see her and see how awesome she is. So I love you, Camden, and I'm so happy I got to be there for everything when your mommy found out she was gonna have you, and I got to be there for that, for all of it. I love you, Camden.
Hello, I'm Lisa Childers, and Aaron's neighbor from Madera since 1997. When we moved here, Tony, my daughter, and Aaron became instant friends, and Aaron became part of our family, so much so that we took her on family vacations with us, and I had the honor of watching Aaron grow into the beautiful woman that she is today. When I heard Aaron was expecting a child, I was excited for her and for Mike, because I know Aaron, and I know that she would shower her child with unconditional love, and she would be a great mother. As we got updates on the pregnancy and Camden's condition, I was heartbroken, but I kept my faith and I prayed hard. My love for their family grew and grew as Aaron posted updates on social media. It takes great strength and courage to put your life out there. I'm glad she did, because we were educated on Camden's condition and his journey. We got to know him through Aaron. Camden, you are truly loved by your parents and your family and your friends, family friends. You're an amazing little boy who I wish I could have held and showered with love. I wish so much for you, your mom, and dad. I believe you are having a grand old time up in heaven and feeling the unconditional love. You will always be remembered and loved. Someday I will have the honor of meeting you. Until then, I love you.
Hi Camden, it's your Nina Riri and Juicy. Anyways, I know my biggest regret of 2015
was not being able to go down to the hospital to support your mommy and to get to know you, because you seemed like the sweetest angel baby any mommy could ask for. And I wish so badly I could have seen you grow up to love soccer the way your mommy did, and to watch your mommy spoil you rotten, because she would have been the best mom anyone could ever ask for. And your mommy is and will always be one of the strongest women I will ever know. I know you're in heaven watching a verse now, and I know I'll meet you one day, but I wish you were here now. And I want you to know that you were surrounded by nothing but love, and that you will always be remembered, and you'll always be your mommy's angel baby. I love you.
Hi baby Camden, my name is Colleen and I am from Arizona, and I am just leaving this video for you to let you know just how special of a baby you are and how happy you made your mom and dad the day you were born. And even though you were here just a short time, you left such a huge impression on them and on so many people's hearts, including mine. And I just want to let you know that we all love you. You are deeply, deeply missed, and I hope you and my little boy and all of your other angel friends are having a wonderful time up in heaven. Mwah!
Hi Camden, I just wanted to say that I love you and I miss you. I wish I could have met you, but I'm so glad that your mommy and daddy did. Love you.
Hi baby Camden, I just want to tell you I love you, and I'm so sad I never got to meet you, but we're gonna meet one day. And I know your mom is so sad without you, but she's being so strong, and I just want you to know that. I love you so much, and one day we'll see each other. Love you.
Okay, go ahead. Hi, Camden.
Hi, Shannon.
We miss you.
I miss you. I miss you. I do.
We miss you, Camden. We love you. Tell say we love you.
I love you. Mwah.
Aw, that was so sweet.
Mwah. Mwah.
So can you tell Camden, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have fun in heaven.
Bye-bye. Yeah, amen.
Bye-bye, Camden.
This. I saw this.
Hi Camden, I'm so happy to get to know you. Your mom was here for like a week, and we got to talk about certain things and your birth and everything, so it was awesome. And just want to let you know that we love you with all of our hearts, and you are awesome, baby boy, and will always be in our mind. Love you.
Hi, handsome boy. You are loved by so many. It took you 37 hours to get into your mama's arms. Just know that you have a very special place in all of our hearts.
Hi, baby Camden. This is Auntie Polly. I've known your mommy for a long time, and I always knew she was going to be the best mommy ever. Thank you, Aaron, for allowing us to be a part of baby Camden's life. He will be treasured forever. I love you, Aaron. I love you, baby Cam. Watch down over mommy and daddy.
Hi, Camden. I want to let you know how much I love you and how much you are a blessing in this world and how much you blessed my life. And I really hope that you rest in peace in heaven. And you are really handsome, and I'm really lucky to have you. And so are your parents. Love you.
Hi, my baby boy. Today is exactly 1 month ago you went to heaven, and exactly 1 month ago is the last time I saw you. And I just wanted to let you know that I miss you so much. No words can describe how much I love you and how much I miss you. I think it finally set and hit me that I was never going to be able to hold you again. But I'm also so thankful for you and everything you've done and taught me to make me a better person. And I'm just so blessed that I am your mom, and that you were the one that made me a mom. No words. I have no words, really. It's just, I just love and miss you so much, and I'm so excited, I guess, and happy to see how many people's lives you've impacted. I never ever forget to speak your name, and I love talking about you and telling your story and telling everybody about you because you're my baby, and I'm never gonna hide that I have a baby. Here's your bear here with your little heartbeat. So it just, I love this so much, and it just, I love listening to it, knowing that's when you were happy and that's when you were safe with me. Here's his urn for you guys to see. This is the first time I've shared this with anybody, just because it's such a special thing to me and to us. This is my baby boy now, unfortunately. And here's my favorite picture of you. It's just so cute. You just look so peaceful, and I love you so much, my little buddy, and I'll never forget you. So I hope you're having fun in heaven with your friends, and maybe you've found Grandma and Grandpa, and I hope to see you soon, and please keep visiting me, okay, buddy? I love you, my little Camden.